seeing as we're speaking about billions of dollars from the NFL and others, let's keep the topic on money. The Money Master now, the director of financial newsletters at Newsmax.com. Jeff Yastine joins us for our Friday check on what's cooking on Wall Street, and looks very good if you're sitting in New York City right now and around the world, does it not?
It sure does. The Dow hit a new all-time high today, if you can believe that, 17,300 and change. The S&P 500, the Dow's up about 160. The S&P's up 18, not quite at an all-time high yet, and the NASDAQ is up about 56 points. A lot of this due to some news that came out of Japan regarding their own version of quantitative easing, and that really helped boost things higher.
So the Bank of Japan, actually, they brought up their stimulus program. We killed ours just yesterday. So this is coordinated because, as far as I'm concerned, nothing happens accidentally here around the world when it comes to money.
Yeah, certainly there's some networking that goes on amongst the central bankers. It's not in some overt way coordinated, though. This is something that Bank of Japan was something that was very much a surprise to the markets. Imagine Janet Yellen just suddenly coming out and saying, hey, guess what? We've just decided to enact a new quantitative easing thing that nobody expected out of like 30-something analysts who follow what the Bank of Japan does. You know, that's their job. Only 3 out of 32 actually called for this quantitative easing decision that the Bank of Japan has made. But the bigger news is this, Ed. The government pension system in Japan is huge. And right now, they devote very little money to equities. Most of the pension money in Japan goes into bonds. Think of it like Social Security. Well, this morning, coordinated with that Bank of Japan decision, the pension group in Japan said they were going to double their allocation of money into the Japanese equity market. So think of it like a hot dog, and you're stuffing a lot more, trying to stuff a lot more beef into that hot dog. Well, that's what's going to happen to the Japanese stock market. There's a lot of money flowing from bonds, pensions, into Japanese equities.
I would expect to hear news that Janet Yellen was bungee jumping before I heard her say anything like that, as a matter of fact. Let's get down to gasoline prices. Down for the consumer, but Exxon and Chevron making a lot more money right now.
Yeah, this is something that has to do with the internal dynamics of the oil industry. If you own an oil well and prices are going down, obviously you're losing money in that situation. If you own a refinery, you're actually making money because you're buying the oil cheaper, but prices for the derivative products that come out of oil, after you've refined it, are going down at a slower pace than what oil is in price. So they're able to make up the difference, essentially.
All right, U.S. consumer sentiment rose in October, its highest level in more than 7 years. Everybody's still optimistic about the economy, it seems.
It sure does. And this really points to likely good things to come for the holiday buying season, which is, only a few weeks away.
So let us then talk about the holiday buying season.
Think of a segue.
Yeah, well, see, there you go. Holiday right into it. Amazon is going to kick off its holiday shopping season on Saturday. This Saturday, they're going to start Black Friday deals weeks before Thanksgiving. They just want to make sure that fourth quarter is covered just as hard as they possibly can, aren't they?
I think it probably says more about Amazon's situation than it does the holiday buying season. Amazon really needs to show great results in this fourth quarter, and I think they're just trying to get people to bump up their holiday shopping sooner, because it means they can book a lot more revenue faster and get more of that under their belts. They need to show that to Wall Street when it comes to earnings reporting season for the fourth quarter, which occurs in, I think, February or March.
Well, here we go, about 30 seconds left. Walmart's even considering matching Amazon's online prices this year, and now they're going to expand their discounts as well into their stores. So this is going to be an interesting battle to watch as we head through the holiday season. And I'll tell you, it's going to be tough to beat Walmart because they are always right ahead of these things when it comes to prices.
The question is, Ed, who's going to make money? It's like it's a race to the bottom. So who's going to make money from this is the real key.
I can never, for the life of me, I cannot imagine Walmart going into anything where they say, let's not make money. All right, that would not be at the front page of any memo.
That's not always the case for Amazon, though. We'll say that.
It has been. You're exactly right. All right, Wall Street's up. Everybody's good. Jeff Yastine, always a pleasure, my friend. Great week. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Thanks, Ed.
All right, buddy. Break and back. The capture of an alleged killer. And no doubt where the state will take the case of Eric Freen. It cost $10 million in the manhunt for the alleged killer of one trooper and who injured another. We'll find out exactly what's happening as we head for News Call. That's coming up next, right here on MidPoint, where every day we question everything.